moves deep, but it is the Spanish opening, the Roy Lopez, that is signified by White's light square bishop coming out early. White's light square bishop now on the edge of the board, pinning the black knight, actually just trading itself off now for the black knight. And you can tell Eric, he's going to be devastated by that last loss. He was in charge against Pragnananda. Look at his face, hands on his head now. He's still remembering the ghosts of that defeat, and it was a tough one.
This looks a lot like Hansen of the Masters tournament just some weeks ago, and when he gets into these funks, it transpires into his games as well, doesn't it, Simon?
Yeah, I mean, it's tilting. Again, something in poker, which happens far too often when I play. And Magnus is really good at this. Magnus, if he loses a game, he nearly always bounce back and win, but it's that psychological thing. You lose a game, but you shouldn't have lost. You think about it too much. You've got to get it out of your head. If you don't, it will affect your next play, and I hope Eric's capable of forgetting that game and bouncing back in.
Yeah, he needs to, but he is quite good with the white pieces, especially in the opening. We talked about this a bit yesterday. Everything's pretty much mapped out. He knows his opening repertoire inside out. He's been playing the same opening since he was 7, 8 years old, so he knows everything pretty much up to move 10, 15, 20. So I think it's a good thing for him after bouncing back from a tough loss that he'll be able to just get his pieces out, get a solid position, this pawn push, just controlling some squares, stopping black's light square bishop from coming out. And also I think style-wise, it's quite nice that he's playing someone against Harikrishna who loves his end games, loves his longer games. Eric will get a bit of time to kind of warm up, get back into this one, get over the emotions of the previous defeat. Meanwhile, both sides have castled their kings, developing their pieces, and with this last pawn push, it looks like Eric, he's getting ready to throw pawns forward in the center, maybe just trying to trade some stuff off, trying to kind of clarify the situation. Black has the 2 bishops, but black's pawn structure, not ideal for now. Very, very balanced opening.
Yeah, I mean, I hope we get a chessable course from Eric as well at some point. I mean, I think he'd do a brilliant course on how to play 1e4, because you mentioned he's played this all his life, and he's very dangerous with it. And I know Harikrishna has also done at least one course. I know he's done one on how to beat the French defence. I think he's maybe even done another endgame course, but Harikrishna, not much has been mentioned about him. Really nice chap, done some commentary of him before, and he really understands chess. He's a really good positional player, and in the ending, he's up there with Magnus Carlsen as being one of the best endgame players in the world. And we see now both sides manoeuvring their knights around here.
Do you think we're going to see something really ambitious from Harikrishna now? The black knight has just retreated, and to me, it's the queen coming down to the square, backed up, supported by her rook. For example, if white just plays too slowly, the queen's coming down, check, hitting the king, picking up the white rook on the next turn. And as Ivanka mentions, I think strictly the only way to defend against this threat, this check, is to bring back white's queen. You also defend this pawn in the process, but now all of the white pieces are just purely defensive.
Did you know what I thought black could play here? I thought black could play rook takes f1 check, which doesn't work for so many reasds. It's not even a good move. I don't know.
It's not even attacking.
I know, but that's also a problem. So it was like, wow, that's not time of day.
The problem is that every single piece for white, the knight, this knight, the rook, queen, they're all purely defensive, and you're down on material, so black can take his time, black can just grab this pawn, black can bring the bishop into play slowly. Simon, you mentioned eventually you want to remove this defender. It takes a while, but hey, Eric lifting his rook up the board instead, if we go to the current position, and yeah, at the very least black can just take off, harry the h-pawn, and be materialistic here. He's very, very winning at this point. It's just about the clock.
Maybe just move the rook down to pinning and winning.
Nice, Simon.
Could be the end of the game.
That would be brutal. The black rook coming down, pinning, and if the white knight takes this rook, you actually win both of the white knights now in one swoop. You play queen takes knight check, and he's done it. He's about to win both white knights, and he's going to emerge with an extra bishop for free, and with the attack. So yeah, this one is going to be game over any moment. Harikrishna about to be a clear piece up.
Is there maybe any queen? The queen can come and give a check. So Eric has tried that.
Okay.
The king moves away.
You've also got bishop
block
d5.
it. You can even block it with a bishop, like you say.
I mean, you're just moving the king for a short time is probably the move to play if you can't calculate blocking with a bishop. But
this bishop block is very effective. If the white knight takes this bishop, then queen. Queen takes knight check, and we're about to see a result. This will end in checkmate. The white king is not going to escape from this attack.
It's very nice checkmate.
Eric resigns.
Yeah.
Eric resigns, and that throws